This is the Jaffel Report.
Life is like a potluck dinner. Everyone brings something to the table, but sometimes you wonder about the guy who brought the Jello Salad with hot dogs. Hey, it's your West Coast Canadian boomer with a personal observation on idiots in charge in a moment. This Jaffel Report brought to you by 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. Right out of the gate, I'd like to thank fellow Canuck Rolf Hauser on Quora for this episode's topic. First, let's clear the air. There's a running gag that the USA is absolutely stacked with idiots, like they invented the concept and are hoarding them in their basements. But from what I've seen, traveled, and read in the papers, with my spectacles perched right at the end of my nose, the proportion of questionable thinkers is about the same everywhere. Idiocy, much like rain on the coast or someone forgetting to signal on the highway, is a universal condition. Fully, gloriously, and often hilariously distributed across the planet. The real kicker, and here's where the U.S. stands out, is their tendency to put the oddballs right in the pilot's seat. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen my share of questionable leadership up here. I once heard a story about a mayor getting lost in a roundabout and ending up at the ribbon cutting for a dog park 3 towns over. But for some reason, America seems to love putting the guy mumbling at squirrels in the role of chief squirrel wrangler. Maybe it's the endless optimism that belief anyone can make it, even if their last job was taste testing glue. Or perhaps they just love a good story. After all, every reality TV show needs a surprise twist, right? And nothing says twist like electing the fellow who thought the Declaration of Independence was a band. If you ask me, the States is a bit like that one eccentric neighbor who believes putting a washing machine on the beach is a great idea, just for the views. Other places might hide their less practical thinkers in the back room, or, let's be honest, shuffle them off to run the annual pancake breakfast. But in the USA, they hand them a microphone, a fancy suit, and a chance to rearrange the furniture. Suddenly, you've got folks wondering why the bus is now driving backwards, and if wearing shoes really is just government propaganda. We all shake our heads up here, but only because we've seen versions of this play out at school board meetings and condo associations. The only difference is scale, and perhaps the willingness of Americans to broadcast the entire circus on primetime. So next time you raise an eyebrow and think, those Americans sure seem to have a lot of them, remember, the world is full of lovable, confounding fools. Down south, though, they just tend to give the fools the map, the keys, and let them drive. Maybe in a strange way, that's their ultimate democratic instinct. If anyone can be in charge, then sometimes anyone really does get to be in charge. Who am I, you ask? Just another friendly observer. Call me Jaffo.
The Jaffel Report.ca.
The Jaffel Report is downloadable from wherever you get your podcasts from. That's the JaffelReport.ca. Life can be overwhelming, and sometimes we all need a moment to recharge. I initially discovered guided meditation back in my 40s, but neglected it until my heart attack in my 60s. Eventually, I started recording my own guided meditations, and now I'd like to share them with the public. Whether you prefer a simple, soothing voice or a rich experience by adding music with ambient sounds, I've got you covered. The meditation sessions start at $4.20 each. The first 3 are free. Visit 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. And start your journey to inner calm. Your path to peace is just a click away. This Canuck Boomer thanks you for your time, and we'll catch up with you again soon.